Greetings to all. Today I am going to tell one story, the Petas, the former relatives of King Bimbisara. Thus, that very night, there were haunting sounds all over the palace of King Bimbisara, and so he could not sleep. Therefore, he went to Buddha the next morning and told him what had happened. The Buddha preached thus 92 world cycles ago. During the time of Usa Buddha, Bimbisara and his relatives carried out the duties of offering alms food to the Buddha and his Sangha order. Those who did their duties well reached salacious abodes when they died. Those who stole and destroyed the properties of the Sangha had gone to Niraya, hell, and became Petas during the time of Kassapa Buddha. They saw that other Petas were set free from being Petas because they gained merits shared by their relatives when they had chances to say sadhu. There were none to share merits with the Petas who were the former relatives of King Bimbisara. Therefore, they supplicated to Kassapa Buddha that they did not know who would perform meritorious deeds and share merits with them. Kassapa Buddha told them that during the time of Gautama Buddha, the supervisor of the former relatives Petas would become King Bimbisara, who would share merits with them, and so they would be free from their hopeful lives of Petas. And they were very happy with the anticipation of being set free. Indeed, when King Bimbisara offered alms foods to the bhikkhus led by the Buddha and donated the monastery, the Petas were expecting anxiously to gain merits shared by the king. But the king failed to share merits with the Petas who were his former relatives, so they made frightening mourning the whole night. The Buddha instructed the king to share merits to the dead or former relatives whenever he performed meritorious deeds. King Bimbisara have invited the bhikkhus led by the Buddha to have alms food at the palace on that day. The Buddha, by his supernormal power, showed the king the Petas who were waiting in poor dresses with frightful appearances. After offering alms food and sharing merits, they all were free from their Peta existences. On seeing them looking well attired and having ambrosia, he was very much pleased. Then he offered robes, beddings, and monastic dwellings and shared merits again. The Peta said sadhu and received salacious clothing, beddings, and salacious palace. On seeing that, the king became more pleased than before. With reference to that incident, the Buddha preached Tirokutta Sutta and 84,000 beings attained Aryahood, realizing the Four Noble Truths. Sadhu, Sadhu, Sadhu.